Hi, welcome to episode 2 of Woolswap. I'm glad to be back, and it's been a week, and anyway, I've got loads of exciting stuff to talk to you about today. And just for people who don't know who I am, I'm Gail behind Woolswap, which I will go into in a little bit, and I'm bringing this to you from today, actually, even though the sun is shining outside, but it's very chilly here in Brisbane, Australia. In fact, yesterday we had our coldest temperature since 1922, where it only got to 14.5 degrees, which is mighty chilly for us here in Queensland because it's a subtropical climate. So we are in our autumn, but yeah, we're pretty lucky it doesn't get too cold here. But anyway, enough about that. Let's get on with it. So the current round, the May round of Woolswap, has just closed, and all the registrations were up, and I've spent the last week matching everyone up. And yeah, so everyone who registered for May should have your Woolswapper details email now, and hopefully by now you would have contacted your Woolswapper, introduced yourself, because this is your chance to make some new yarny friends. So make sure you do send them an email and have a bit of a chat. You can find out more stuff about them. They do fill out stuff on your registration form, but you know, you might find out some other little secret thing about them, and it'll just give you a better idea what to pop in your parcel for them. So this round, Woolswap is global. So this round we, I am cheating this weekend. I do have notes written down in my Woolswap notebook. So sorry if I keep looking down. So this round we had 95 participants, which is fantastic in this climate that we're in at the moment. And some of the countries that we got some Woolswappers from is Australia, Canada, Denmark, Germany, Iceland, Ireland, Norway, New Zealand, Puerto Rico, Switzerland, UAE, the UK, and the USA. So welcome and happy wool swapping, and I hope you get everything organised. But my biggest thing I stress for you with this is that you make sure that you communicate with your wool swapper, because you know this is where some of the issues happen, where I never heard from them, or they didn't write and then I didn't get anything. So you need to, communication is a big part of Woolswap. And then, yeah, you'll have no troubles once you get all your nice little goodies sent to you. So happy wool swapping, everyone. And if anyone has any information they want to let me know about the current round of Woolswap, if I can ask that if you can contact me via email only, because I do get messages on Facebook and Instagram, which I try and get to them when I can, but because it's solely only me doing this job, so be most appreciated. And I'll pop the email address is info@woolswap.com.au, and I'll pop it in the description below at the end so that you'll be able to know. So any questions or concerns about Woolswap, just if you drop me a line there, I pretty much answer them straight away, because I see my emails come through all the time. All right, so this week I actually had a bit of a play around in YouTube myself, and I came across a couple of channels that my wool swappers have actually filmed themselves opening up their Woolswap parcels. So this was fantastic for me to see. So I just want to give them a plug, and if you want to go and have a look, I will put their full details in the descriptions. So the first one I came across was from Heather, who is on YouTube as the Almost Hippie Knitter, and she did a fantastic job of opening her parcel, and it was great. It was great to see. So, and it's also good for me too, because I get to see who my wool swappers are, what they look like, and you know, get a bit of a background to them. So well done you, thank you. And the other one was a Laurie Holcomb, and she's on Instagram, YouTube as Azure Sky Handcrafts. And again, I'll put all these details down. And also the third one I came across was Terry Trotter Early, and I think hers is under that name, but I'll double check and put that in. And these were fantastic. So keep up the good work. And if you do have a YouTube channel, please, and you want to talk about Woolswap or you're opening your parcel, please just tag me or drop me an email, let me know so I can go in and have a look myself, and I'll mention it in my each week. If I come across any more, I'll mention them in my my episode. Also, with the current round of Woolswap, we do have what I do is I try and search out some smaller vendors for each round that will offer a discount to the wool swappers. So the vendors range from people who dye yarn, who make project bags, who make stitch markers, who make enamel pins, anything kind of connected to the yarny industry. And I normally only try and get about 10 because I promote them on Instagram, and I find just 10 for me is just, that's the cutoff for me to be able to promote fairly. This is what's worked for me. So, and I really like that I can help support some small businesses out there. So all you wool swappers out there for the current round, I'll just actually read out the list. We actually got 11 this round. So the list is Wildewood Fibres, and again what I'll do is I'll put a list and a link to their shops down in the description below for you. So we got Wildewood Fibres, we've got the Zippy Zebra, Backcountry Knitter, Poppycod. You should definitely check out Poppycod, beautiful bags there. Flower Garden Yarns, Untangled Yarn, Asylum, I think I pronounced that right, Fibres, Midnight Weave Company, the Jewel Knitter, Twisted Fay Fibre Works, one of my favourites from Canada, and Mrs. G Makes. Now, so they're from all across, there's some from Australia in there, USA, Canada. So I urge you to take advantage. They're actually going out of their way to offer you a discount, and that's only for the current round of wool swappers, but I'll put the links down below for their shops so anyone else can go and check them out and, help support a small business, because that's what we're here for, right? To help support all our yarny friends and keep the yarn love going. Okay, so some of you may know that my partner Dean and I like to travel a bit, and unfortunately now we can't. We're back here in Brisbane, but we have been traveling for a wee while. And one of the most exciting things for me is that I've actually been able to meet some of my wool swappers in person, and this is just so fantastic. So my first one ever that I met was we 2017 went to Rotterdam in the Netherlands, and I met one of my wool swappers called Madeline, and it was amazing. We met for a coffee. She gave me a nice little project bag, which I will show you at a later date, and so I gave her some yarn, so we just automatically exchanged something, and we became friends. So I've kept in contact with her. So just amazing. So my mission is now to try and meet as many of you wool swappers out there as I can, and maybe hopefully in the next couple of years we'll get back on the road and we should be able to do something like that. But the other ones that I've met is in 2018 we went to New York, and I met Jessie from Yarn Over New York. Now that was so fantastic, and she's a lovely, lovely lady, and I urge you, if you haven't checked out her shop, please do. And again, I'll put a link down below for her because her yarn is so gorgeous. And so we had lunch with her, and then she took me to her favourite yarn store in New York, which is Knit City. And again, highlight, and of course I had to buy something as well. Who can't not resist buying stuff when you go to a yarn shop, right? Then I met Wendy from Washington. We went to Washington DC, and so again she took me to her local yarn store in Washington DC, and then Dean and I and her and her husband Todd, we had lunch out. So again, fantastic, and it was great for us to meet people from different cultures, and because we all kind of have a different way of lives and stuff. So it's great. It's learning, and I love it. So, and then we were at the end of 2019 in New Zealand, which is where I'm originally from. And I got to meet Prue from a little place called Geraldine, which is not far from where my mum lives in Ashburton in the South Island. So I took my mum down and we went and met her and had a coffee. And then again, we went to a yarn store and bought more yarn. So it's kind of a theme. And then the other one I met is a local lady, Nat from Brisbane. I did a couple of years back, we did just met up to do a knitting group. And yeah, so it's great for me to, you know, get to know these people and I don't know, I just love it that I am lucky to have the opportunity to meet. So you never know, if I'm coming to a town near you, look out, I might try and look you up and we can meet and have a coffee and do a bit of knitting and you can show me around. Last week I showed you my finished items and I had finished my very own scrappy socks for myself. And I did mention that I was close to finishing a pair for Dean. So yes, so they're hot off the needles and I'm so excited because this is like my second finished item in 2 months, which is fantastic. So they're hot off the needles, so they're not been blocked. So I do apologise, but this is the first one. So these are all scraps. So I can't tell you, just itty bits and bobs from like my jar that I showed you last week. And I can't even tell you the brand name of the toes, the heel and the cuff. I can tell you though that I only used 18 grams. So you just need a 20 gram skein, 20 grams of yarn for your toes, heels and cuff. And because I got 2 grams left. So now these are not matchy because what's the fun in that? So that's the other pair. So he's gonna probably put them on today because it's chilly here today. So, and chilly enough for me to wear my knitted top. It's a little short sleeve top. I knitted this ages ago. It is from a pattern which I will put in the show notes or the description below. And again, just used up with all my scraps. So I it feels so nice wearing wool on your yarn on your skin, doesn't it? So yeah, so this is one of my favourite ones. So I thought I'd put that on to show you today. No new Happy Mail this week. I've been putting orders in here and there, but yeah, nothing showed up this week. But I do want to show you some of the yarn that's in my own personal stash. And I've been trying to, during these times, try and support, I want to support everyone, but unfortunately I can't, but I've been trying to support local indie dyers. So I came across a Brisbane indie dyer called Knit or Dye. And this is one of her skeins. So she's on Instagram, Facebook, and Etsy. That's where I got it from. So it's Knit or Dye. She's local to Brisbane. And this is Nasturtium. I probably can't pronounce that correctly, but you can have a look there. So this is fingering sock weight, 75% superwash, 25% nylon, 100 grams. So I love orange. I'm not quite sure what I'm gonna do with this, but so I got 3 ones, but so the second one I got, there we go, hand dyed with love, Bribie Island, Australia, which is a suburb of Brisbane. So again, this colorway is called Bottle Brush, which is a national plant in Australia, and you may have seen it. It comes out with this color. It's beautiful. So again, this is fingering sock weight, 75% superwash, 25% nylon, 100 grams. But I think those two colors kind of go quite cool together. What do you reckon? I reckon so. This one's kind of got flecks of like a brown, black. I want to say black, but when you kind of look at it close up, I think it's more brown. And this was just a tonal kind of red colour. And the third one I got from her is called Cockatiel. Again, same thing, fingering sock yarn, 25% nylon, 100 grams. And this has some beautiful yellow, orange, like a creamy colour, fawny colour. Yeah, can't wait to see what this looks like knitted up. This might be my next pair of socks. So, or even something together. I don't know. 3 bundle of joys, I think. Anyway, that was, yeah, Knit DYERS. I'll put a link to her details, but her stuff is, oh, it's beautiful. Oh, nice and squishy. The next indie dye I want to talk to you about is a new one that I've discovered from down in Sydney. And I kind of went crazy with her stuff because I discovered her as she was a vendor for me in the March round of Woolswap, and I thought, oh, I'll give her a go. So I bought some yarn, and then I thought, oh my goodness, it's so beautiful. I went back and I've bought some more. And I have, if you're, I have used it and sent it on for some of my wool swappers. And yes, I hope they like it as much. So I've got all different colorways. So the first one I'm going to show you is Doubtful. Now this is twist sock. So it's got a little bit of a twist in it. You can see it in the ply there. And this one's, oh, it's like greys, green, bit of mauve, purple. Yeah, I think it's pretty cool. So this is 80% merino, 20% nylon, 100 grams twist sock, hand dyed in Australia. Now this is on the tag at the front. It's the color is Doubtful, and it says Woolamaloo, but it's actually Ali Makes Stuff. And again, she's on Instagram as Ali Makes Stuff, and I'll put all her details. She has an Etsy store. I'll put all her details in the description below. But yeah, I reckon if you want to check out a great Australian dyer, check her out. So that's the first colorway I got because I was just went crazy. This one, I had to get this one because I'm wondering if Ali is from New Zealand as well as myself originally, because the name on this one is called the Church of the Good Shepherd, which if anyone's been to New Zealand, they would have been to, and done a tour of the South Island. You may have been to a place called Tekapo, and it has this beautiful old church that just overlooks the lake, and it's called the Church of the Good Shepherd. So I'm wondering if she may be from New Zealand, but. And this is beautiful too, because this has got like mauves and yellows and navy speckled through it, purple, a bit of blue, yeah, all sorts. So this would make, yeah, this might make good socks too. Again, this is twist sock, so that one. And then I just love her names. Like, she's got such great names, which is fantastic. Oh, I'm not sure if I can pronounce this one, but this name is Moonrise in Miendi. I hope I'm pronouncing that correctly, Ali. So again, this is twist sock. I think I'm just addicted to the twist sock. It's very similar to the Church of the Good Shepherd, but it has more green and more blue and bit of black, bit of maroon. I just think it's great. And the last one, which is my favorite and which I may go back and get some more of because, I don't know, this would look cool in a jumper, I reckon. So this one is called Vivid. And oh, I just love it. I'm not very too often like the, a blue person, but it's got speckles through it, and it's got greys, and it's a denim-y colour blue. I don't know, this is my favourite. Again, on twist sock. So I did purchase, like I said, purchase some other ones. I wanted to buy them all, but girls gotta eat, right? So yeah, but I may just keep an eye on this one and go back and get some more of this because yeah, I love it. It's my favorite. So this week I also wanted to show you one of my work in progresses, and I have quite a few on the go. So this one is my Sunset Highway sweater by Caitlin Hunter, and also known as Boyland Networks. So I'll again put the details for the pattern down below. But this one I did start it a year or so ago, and this is all I've got up to. So this is a top down with a yoke sweater. So I think it goes that way. Oh no, that way. So anyway, so the yarns I'm using in this one is the grey is a yarn that I got when we went to Scotland one year, and it's from Ginger Twist Studio. And if you ever get the chance to go to Edinburgh in Scotland, please look up her little shop. She must have the smallest yarn shop in the world. And she is famous, a fabulous lady. I got to meet her, and it's Ginger Twist Studio, and this is Splendor 4-ply. The colorway is Hocus Pocus, and I can show you the yarn there. It's like a grey flecky. It's a 50% superwash merino and 50% silk, which I've never actually knit with silk before, but oh, it's gorgeous. So that's my main color in the sweater. The second color, the whitey kind of, which has a flecks of grey in it. No idea, sorry, where I got that from, but it's been in my stash for quite a while. So that's the white color. And then the orange I've just started knitting on. Again, no idea, but oh, that's what that looks like there. It's like a orangey tonal. Told you I liked orange. And then the main part of the sweater, when I get to that, which is not only a few more rows and I'll be able to put the main colors, is another one of my famous, my fabulous Australian indie dyes that I love is Fibre Lily. Now you all would have heard about Kylie from Fibre Lily. She's fantastic as well. And this is Aussie Sock and Elixir, and wait for it, that's what it's gonna be. That's gonna be the main color. So I can't wait to add that on, and hopefully that's gonna look all okay. So hopefully I'm gonna put some bit of love and work into this sweater over this week, and in a couple of weeks I'll be able to show you some more progress. So that's my work in progress for this week. I'll leave all the others because, like I said, there's way too many. Well, I might just sign off for now because I think that's enough for this week. So I hope you all have a wonderful week. Happy knitting, happy crocheting, happy weaving, happy spinning, happy looking, gathering supplies together for your Woolswap parcel. And I can't wait to see what everyone gets. And I will put all links and everyone I've mentioned today down in the description below. And yeah, thanks for watching, and I'll see you next week. Bye for now.